After creating your job, the first thing you'll want to do is set up your origin and destination. To do that, simply click on the Origin tab in the ribbon. Find the connector you want to use to connect to your origin or destination. In my case, I'm going to use Sugar CRM REST. First, I'll insert my Sugar CRM instance URL. Type in my username and password. Then I'll click the refresh button down here next to module so I can tell it which module I want to read from. For example, I'd probably want to start with accounts if I'm doing a data migration. If I click test connection, it's going to tell me it's successful. It took 1.52 seconds to return results, and it returned 54 rows. I can also preview what those rows would look like by clicking this little Refresh Data Preview button down here. And it's going to show me every single field in the system that I might want to use or that are available to me. I have the ID, the name, the date entered, date modified, etc. And I can always jump all the way to the end. If I hover over an item, it will show me the values if it's too big to show on one line. Now generally there's some other fields that are available that you can use. For example, fields, I could just type in ID and name here, and it's going to return only those values. And your filter, you could also filter using the standard filters for the API. So for Sugar CRM REST, I know I have to type in JSON. If I'm using the SQL connector, I would just use standard SQL. If I'm using Excel, it works a lot like the SQL filters. But just as a quick example, I could do name is equal to underwater mining. Test that. Now I see it's returning one row. And I could preview that and get my one record I've filtered for. Now all of these fields available to us are generally documented on the wiki, located at wiki.starfishetl.com. And I would do the same for the destination. Come in here, find the connector I'm looking for, type in my URL, and test my connection. Now here, you'll want to note that there's fewer fields. I'm not reading from Sugar CRM REST in this case. I'm just writing to it, so I don't need to designate what module I'm reading from or what my filters are or what fields I want to return. So it's just asking me for basic login credentials.